So this is DC We the People News. I'm not an attorney, not giving legal advice. Maybe opinion, maybe not. Alright, but I cannot give legal advice because I'm not an attorney. That's why. Never look straight forward. Always look around you. Be able to protect yourself by any means necessary. And that's really these bypass judges are doing because of absolute immunity to get to do whatever they want to do. So, this is by the civil rights lawyer. Look up his video and get the full story. But mine is more along the lines of the arrogance of this officer. And it has to do with the Second Amendment. And the Fourth Circuit Court actually went on the officer's sides by feelings. Okay? Not by law. And because they're absolute qualified immunity crap. Alright? I mean, do I need to say more? Alright, let's go ahead and proceed forward on this.
That's my ID. That's my ID on you.
And probably need to actually start suing these people for declaration of character when they actually call you names. And you'll see what I mean.
Have I broken any laws?
I'm asking you if you got any ID on you.
Have I broken any laws?
I'm asking you one time only, if you got any ID on you.
Yes.
Can I have it, please?
Can you tell me what crime I've committed?
Because I'm asking you for ID. I have the right, absolute right, to ask anybody who they are and if they have any ID.
Unless
you do not have to.
He does have a right to ask, but he doesn't have a right to demand. There's the trickery of words right there.
To break a law for me to ask you who you are. Right or wrong?
Wrong. Unless I have committed a crime.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir. You want to do this or not?
Sir, I'm just trying to get up to my
You're
destination.
Not, listen to me. Where's your destination?
You don't need to know that.
Well, you need to give me some ID.
What's your name?
Donahoe.
And what's yours?
Holly.
Raleigh.
Thank you, Mr. Walford. 21 today.
Now, why'd you?
I'm going to pause it there again. Remember, the Fourth Circuit ruled in favor of these officers, which means, you'll see here in a minute, they get to keep doing what they're doing unlawfully. Because the feelings courts, not the lawful courts.
Oh, stop me.
So people are calling saying that you're walking in the world with a gun.
Okay, is that against the law?
Everybody in the world is going to call. You know as well as I do.
I have been walking up and down this road for years, carrying a firearm. I have done nothing wrong. I am just simply walking up the road.
Okay, understand that. And understand it's everybody's right to see to carry a gun. I understand that, okay?
Then why am I getting stopped?
Huh?
Then why am I getting stopped?
Again, I can stop and talk to anybody that I want to, right?
Unless I have committed a
Am I
crime.
patting you down?
No.
Okay.
But you are you detaining me?
At this point, I'm talking to you.
Okay, are you detaining me?
That's up to you.
If it's up to me, I'm going to be on my way.
Okay. At this point, you can be on your way when I tell you can walk on. Okay.
Okay, so I'm being.
Sit think of the arrogance of that, right? And this is what some officers do, right? You're not detained, but you're detained. You are or not. Which is it?
Because at this point, I have the absolute right to see whether you're legal to carry that gun or not.
Am I expected of not being legal to carry a firearm?
Listen to me. Have you ever committed any crime that would keep you from carrying a firearm?
No.
Okay.
But do you have the suspicion that I have committed a crime to keep me from having a firearm?
Everybody in the world. I have no idea. Everybody I come across.
21, access 21. Did you want me to check the history on
Yes.
access 21?
Yeah. Criminal history.
So with the officers, wide variety of discretion, everybody is suspicious. Everybody.
Okay? Everybody in the world that I deal with that has a gun, I check and see whether they have committed a crime that would keep them to possess a gun. Okay? It only take a minute.
So
If you have not, you're kicked down the road. You can go do whatever you want to do. Okay? As for taking that in any store, if you plan on going to any store, I would highly advise against it.
I have done it several times.
I'm telling
Walking is my only transportation.
That's fine.
I have walked into many stores with this
That
firearm.
is why do you need to carry an AR-15 with you?
I don't answer questions.
Scott Depot, is that correct?
I don't answer questions.
But you got a Colt?
I don't answer questions. Don't touch me or my property.
I'm just saying what kind
Don't
of gun
touch
you
me
got,
or
bro.
my property.
You know what? I understand the whole sovereign citizen bullshit. Okay? And I have it
Lawsuit declaration of character.
up to here with this. It don't have to answer any questions or whatnot. You make it more difficult for anybody to do the damn job out here.
By the way, when this deputy was placed under oath and I took his deposition, I asked him whether or not he had any indication or information indicating that my client was a sovereign citizen. He testified that he did not.
I'm just wondering what you have. I'm not going to take it from you at this
It
point.
doesn't matter what I
It-
have. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not committing
Listen
any
to
crime.
me. I like guns too. I'm just kind of curious what you like to carry. I'm making small talk. Okay? You can do this bullshit
That's force talked. Not small talk. That's force talked.
all you want. And I can't stand suckers that do this kind of shit, that make it more difficult. I don't have to answer questions. You know what? That's all I hear all goddamn day.
That's not my fault, sir.
It is your fault.
No, it's not.
Because you suckers start it. I ask you for ID. When a law enforcement officer asks you for ID, it's not, I don't have to provide it. It's, here it is, sir, because by law, you got to give it when you are asked for it. And if you think you don't press the issue, we'll find out. I'll hook you, book you, jam you into jail. Then you can answer to a goddamn judge.
Unless I
Retaliation. Right there. Retaliation.
have committed a crime.
I can check anybody in the world. If I see you have a gun, I can run your name, check you, and see whether you can possess it or not. Don't tell me that I can't either, because I do it every day and I arrest people every day for it.
Unless I have committed a crime or broken the law, or I'm suspect of committing a crime or breaking the law, you are not allowed to stop me.
Here you go. You're wrong. Take off.
If that's the way you feel.
Oh,
Commercial.
No monthly fee.
Always something.
What's for dinner? Panera, freshly prepared with clean ingredients. It's not just
okay, so West Virginia is and was an open carry state at the time that this happened. It still is now. And established Fourth Circuit case law at that time is U.S. versus Black. That if you see somebody who's open carrying in an open carry state, unless you have some information that that individual is, in fact, a prohibited person from possessing firearms, or some other reasonable suspicion that a crime has occurred, you can't just stop and detain that individual, run their background check just to see, because you're curious as a police officer, whether or not that person is a prohibited person. And when I took this officer's deposition,
All right, we're going to pause it right there, right? All right, so go to his channel, get the whole deal on it. And now he got that Supreme Court saying the officer can't do what he's doing. But then when he took it to the Fourth Circuit courts, they're saying that he can do it. Now you got the Constitution in conflict with one another, y'all. Which side is it supposed to be on, right? Well, it's supposed to be on the people's behalf, benefit for the people. However, we know how that goes. But in all actuality, it's supposed to be always for the people. That's the way it's always been, and that's the way it always shall be. However, due to the qualified immunity and absolute immunity that is a doctrine, they get to make rules and laws as they go and violate everybody's right. So meanwhile, this officer gets to keep doing what he's doing and violating everybody's right, because that recent Supreme Court, lower Supreme Court by the way, the First Circuit, Fourth Circuit, it says that the officers basically could do it. And it was after a shooting that happened. So the feelings was on the judges, was on their collar. Okay? So it was a feelings opinion, not lawful opinion. And yet there's not really a whole thing we can do about it unless we go all the way up to the Supreme Courts, which is a needle in a haystack, which it cannot and should not be. And the Supreme Courts are not allowed to pick and choose. That itself is a violation of due process as well, people. Just the way the people news. Bye.